episode 1 of Ireland.
We're
Swords.
in Swords.
Swords Island. Wait, that wasn't Irish. Swords Island. Right now we're inside the Swords Castle, which is this incredible 12th century castle right here in Swords, Ireland. And like we said on last week's episode, it's right like 2 miles from Dublin, which is crazy. It's all open to the public, and it was actually never used as like a battleman's castle. It was used for the archbishop, for like, this was his crib. This was where he lived, which is kind of mind-blowing. So yeah, it was used as a manor. And this is the chapel, and it has this really beautiful like stained glass story of the life of Jesus. And then some other stories as you look through the other stained glass walls. But we're pretty impressed with this. It's beautiful.
What's up, guys? So this is our first day in Ireland. This morning, as you guys saw, we checked out the Swords Castle. We took a quick nap because we've been going all day, and now we just caught the bus down to the city centre in Dublin, and it's so festive and decorating for Christmas.
Magical.
And so, yeah, we're just going to go check out this and hopefully try and find Temple Bar in Grafton Street, but we'll see.
We'll see. We'll see where the wind takes us, the Dublin wind.
That's right.
Let's see your walk, your fashion walk on the bridge. Oh, turn around and look at me. Work it.
It's so cold.
It's freezing.
So cold.
Woo, but it sure is beautiful. Doesn't Scott look like he's gonna go to a bank heist?
It'd be too cold to run on there.
Your fingers would go numb from trying to hold the money bags. Good morning, Swords Ireland!
Top of the morning to you.
Top of the morning to you. Scott does it pretty good. Alright, so we are going on an adventure today. Where are we going?
We are going to Winslow. Winslow. Down Winslow. What's it called?
So we're going to Wicklow County.
Wicklow.
And we're going to Glendalough. Glendalough. So it's apparently this just super beautiful lake and an old monastic site from the 12th century or 6th century. We'll find out more details when we get there.
And it was also filmed in the movie P.S. I Love You, which we watched right before we left. And so now when we hear anybody with an Irish accent, we just feel like that Gerard Butler.
Yeah, Gerard Butler's everywhere. So yeah, we're gonna go for a hike and just learn a little bit more history about that place. And it's gonna be super fun.
Guys, look at me driving in Ireland.
It's so good.
Doing 100 kilometers right now.
You're supposed to be doing 120. You guys, it's snowing now. Like out of nowhere. Here we go, it's snowing on the mountain. Woo! Lovely day for a hike.
bud.
So welcome to Glendalough. It's freezing. So it started snowing on our drive up the mountain and everything, but the snow's calmed down. So we're here at this beautiful old monastery site, and we're gonna take you in. Largest known cathedral that's ever been in Glendalough. So it dates back to like 1214, which is just absolutely wild. And some of these tombstones and gravestones that we've seen, they date back to the 1300s all the way up to the 1900s, which is totally wild too. Scott and I were just joking that this is kind of like our New Orleans travel vlogs, where we went to the old Lafayette Cemetery.
Yeah, we go to Bourbon Street where people drink, and then here it's Temple Bar, and then we go to graveyards.
Apparently, it's the scenes that we're looking at. But yeah, walking around downtown Dublin last night, it did remind us a lot of Bourbon Street in some respects. It was obviously a little bit nicer and more modern, but just how every pub that you walk by, there was live music happening, and just kind of that electric feeling walking around. And then this is clearly very different than Lafayette, but still kind of like just how sacred and historic this place is. It's kind of cool. Snowing!
So it's like ice pellets.
It is like ice pellets. We're on our hike to the upper lake. We're taking Green Road to the upper lake, and the snow has returned.
What's up, guys? So we just made it to Upper Lake here at Glendalough, and so basically just from the graveyard area where we walked, just about a mile walk. And it basically just brings you around in a big loop, but then this
is the view you get, and it's absolutely beautiful. I feel like we're in Switzerland and Ireland and Poland all at the same time. It's so beautiful.
And it's like super cold, like my hands are like just bright red right now. But we're so happy that we braved the snow and the wind, and I just got to see this beautiful view.
Absolutely worth it. It's a must-see if you're anywhere on the east side of Ireland.
Okay, let's head back.
Let's head back. Can you feel your fingers yet?
No, my nose is gone.
Your nose is what?
It's gone. I don't have one anymore.
That's okay.
Okay, so we're about to hike back. It's not that. This is like path, but walk back to the car, and then hopefully we can find somewhere in this little town to maybe grab a little bite to eat, warm up before we drive back. So this place was about like an hour away from where we were, and so this is more south to where we were, but it was a great easy drive, pretty straightforward. We just have to take like the motorway pretty much the whole way.
Yeah, so if you're staying in the Dublin area, it's about 40 minutes south of Dublin and about an hour from Swords. Definitely recommend staying in Swords though. Like, you kind of can't beat it. It's so close to Dublin city center, right by the airport.
And the nice thing staying in Swords rather than actual like Dublin center is everything is so much cheaper just outside the city. Obviously once you get into the city, you're paying city prices for like food and drinks and stuff.
Yeah, whereas our breakfast and all our meals in Swords have been so affordable, sort of affordable. That's hard to do. Pub in Ireland. It's the highest pub in Ireland, like the tallest. Wow, look at that cute car. Okay, do your trick. Okay, my turn. So close. Yay!
So we just stopped off on our way back from Glendalough, which is an upper and a lower lake, and it means two lakes, right?
Glen means valley.
Oh, is it?
Da means two, and loch means lake, so it's the valley of the two lakes, Glendalough.
And so now we're just grabbing something to eat, and then we'll be heading back to our place, and maybe have a little wander around this little town.
Yeah, because it's super cute, very festive. That was so much fun stopping in Roundwood for our little pub stop.
Now we are heading back to our hotel. So the crazy thing about our hotel is that it only has like 8 parking spaces, and
half of those are taken up by the employees.
and so the employees are actually leaving their shift in like an hour or so. So they said if we come back then, we could take one of their spaces.
Call that a win. So yeah, this is our hotel, the Old Borough Pub and Hotel, and it actually used to be an old schoolhouse.
Yeah.
And in like the early 2000s, they turned it into a pub. It's actually a Weatherspoons pub, if you've ever heard of them.
And they only just opened up the hotel about a year ago. So it's fairly new for them. But yeah, it's great place to stay.
It really is. And again, I mean, like not even 10 minutes from the airport, and the town center is like right here. There's a massive shopping mall right there. So it's a win-win. So goodbye, cute little hotel place in Swords. You've been lovely. On to our next adventure.
We are going to Dragon. Is that how you say it?
Nope.
How you say it?
That was fun though. Drogheda.
Where we're going to be staying in our castle tower. What?
Alright. This is our bizarre elevator experience.
Like the walls are
So ready?
actually...
Watch the floor go. Oh, it feels so powerful in here. That's where we just were.
Okay guys, so this is where we're gonna leave you. We just left Swords Island and we're heading up north to go to our castle, our Airbnb castle in which we're staying. And so we hope you enjoyed this episode.
We are so looking forward to continuing our Ireland adventure and taking you with.
That's right, and so if you like this video, go ahead and like it. And if you haven't done already, go ahead and click that subscribe button. And go ahead and click that bell notification so you don't miss our next videos. We will be exploring the northern part of Ireland today, and so that'll be on next week's episode. So come back then, and until then, we'll be back next week.
Woo! Now it's time for fun facts with Scott.
This is the part of the show where Scott comes on and says some fun facts. So we learned.
Into the microphone, sir.
So we learned today that the difference between cottage pie and shepherd's pie is the meat. Shepherd's pie is done with lamb, and cottage pie is done with beef.
So that's too close to the microphone. What else did we learn?
Also, how do you say this pub's name?
Kavanagh Vartries.
Kavanagh Vartries is the highest pub in Ireland. There is one other pub that's higher, but this is the highest village pub because the other pub place doesn't have a post office, so it can't be considered a village pub.
Bragging rights.
What?